Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. First and 10 here for Howell and the Commanders at their own 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Gibson. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. He's coming. He's coming.
Throwing here, Howell. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards. Well, the first drive here and the first time that we've called a big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
First down, Howell to throw. Open man is the tight end, John Bates. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's Howell. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. On the draw, it's Gibson. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
2nd and 5. Howell, he'll look to throw it. Buying time to his left. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Channing Tindall, the one who got through to drop him. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th.
51 to Mike. 51 to Mike. Back to you.
Howell from the gun. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Dolphins defense is able to hold. A chance to get some momentum here in the 2nd quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, Sure, you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in, but I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. It's only the second quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up. I want them to feel like they've let everyone.
There he goes, left side. Inside the 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Braxton Berrios, 93 yards. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Sanders on for the extra point. And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect, and this remains a 13-0 game. After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Now a first carry here for Robinson. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
If they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. Howell's throw into the hands of McLaurin. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. 2 yards still to go. Third down now. Now Howell. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And the Dolphins will take over possession here up at the 44.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Benjamin St. Juste. And the Commanders are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Boy, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception. Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. They run the draw here with Robinson. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Here comes 3rd down and 7. Howell out of the shotgun. A quick reaction as he catches it off the tip. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Sometimes those tip balls turn out to be like a pinball, just bounce all over the place. Everyone's got to go up and get it. In this case,
well, we talk about tip drills for defensive players like you, but what about the offensive guys? They do any tip drills?
I think they work on it as well, oftentimes in the Hail Mary situations, because you're actually counting on a ball being tipped to give you an extra chance to catch it. They use that training well.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey, and he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter three.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Howell. Over the middle, brought in by Dotson. Options galore here, second and a few inches. A give up the middle to Gibson, and he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
They'll throw on first down. Here's Howell. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Hey, 4-1 Mike, 4-1 Mike. Got you. I got you, son. I got you, son. Back to 60.
Howell throwing on third down here. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down.
51 for Mike. 65. 65. Hey, Mike 51. Mike 51. I'm trying.
Back to throw. Howell. That is caught. And it'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the sticks make a drastic shift forward. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10.
Mike 41. Mike 41. It's our field. It's our field.
Howell down to throw it. Looking and finding Thomas in the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Commanders have got it back to within a score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Waddle will return this from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or two short here with 3rd down coming up.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Tua looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. I'm sure a lot of time was spent in the locker room, Charles, with talking with his defense about setting a tone here in the 3rd quarter when you're down on the scoreboard. Sack like that, maybe that can get them going.
Yeah, you have to believe exactly what you just said, that they got together and said, let's be some change agents here. Let's go ahead and turn things around. Let's be the force that gets us going here in the second half and puts us in a position to find a way to win the game.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. That's caught. Waddle on the left side. Oh, this is going to wind up being awfully close, but the referee's going to look at it and say, yes, that is a 1st down, and they'll wind up converting on 4th and 8. Boy, that's some kind of effort. When he caught it, I doubted if he could get there. Knew it was going to be close, but credit him. Really good effort.
How about the rack on that play, the run after catch? But most of the time we think of it as just being an open field and picking up yardage. Sometimes you have to be real physical in order to gain the yardage you need for a 1st down.
On 1st down, Tagovailoa. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 66 yards. And the Dolphins use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. And that's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long,
Backyard.
man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. So they kept it on the ground, got it into the end zone. But, Charles, sometimes you probably see teams treat a 2-point conversion differently than if it was 1st and goal from the 2, or I should say 3rd and goal from the 2.
I agree with you totally on that. A lot of teams treat it as if they have farther to go and shy away from running the football. I think this is a great spot to do it because most teams play you for the pass. Go ahead and run and let your linemen surge and fire out.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Down the sideline he goes. Touchdown! Jahan Dotson, 72 yards. And the Commanders have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. So that's a really big play here in the fourth quarter. And don't look now, they're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense? Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead is down to just one score. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Waddle going to bring this out of the end zone now. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground, keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. To his throw, caught by his receiver, Hill. And Hill is going to have a Dolphins first down as he's up past the 45-yard line.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. A short throw there, that's to Smythe, the tight end. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Now 2nd and 3. In motion left here, one of their tight ends. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 3. Going to the air. Tagovailoa. That is intercepted. Picked off by Jamin Davis. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. I'm surprised with the lead in a one-score game this late, they're even putting the ball in the air in that situation.
Almost makes me feel like the head coach might be second-guessing himself by not clicking on and saying, all we're doing is running it here. But give credit to the guys on defense. They made a play that they absolutely had to have to give themselves a chance to be in this game.
Here's Howell. That's out to the flat for Gibson.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Here's 2nd down and 3.
51. Mike 51.
Howell to throw. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the 1st and save a timeout. He's back to throw. Sets up the screen to Robinson. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
Oh, I know it goes against the grain here. It totally goes against it, but you've got to drop the ball in that situation. He makes a catch, but he loses yards and doesn't get out of bounds.
Back to throw. This one hauled in, and again it's Robinson. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. What can they come up with here? It's 3rd and 7. He'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game. CD, you know, anytime they get close to the red zone, he is such a threat, and there he is again already, his 2nd touchdown of the ball game.
And I know it's probably a little bit of a failing on my part, but you know I watch a game through defensive eyes, and I don't understand what the coverage was doing there. When he headed out deep, they should have adjusted and flowed towards him. Instead, they left him out there and gave him a chance to make a big play. And, of course, he did exactly that. His size, speed, and versatility makes him a top target in any game.
So still a small chance here with a little over 30 seconds to go, but they're definitely going to need this one to bounce their way. And the Dolphins are indeed going to get this, and that should all but do it. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. To throw is Tua. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
Sanders now to add the extra point. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This taken in at the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Howell with one final shot. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game